Hey there, and welcome to SharonaJournals. I'm Sharona, and today we'll be setting up for the month of August. Can't believe how fast July went by. Before we get started, here are the supplies I'll be using. My Crayola Supertips in the colors pale pink and light peach. I couldn't choose between them, so I did both. The numbers are there so that I know which color is which. The pens I'll be using are my favorite Faber Castell PITT Artist pens in the size S, which is the one I use the most, the size M for thicker lines, and the size XS for finer details. Apart from that, I'll be using an eraser to get rid of the pencil sketching, and a ruler because I like my lines to be straight and clean. All supplies are listed below in the description box, so do check that out, and let's get started. I'm just going to speed up the rest of the video, otherwise it would have been a very long one and nobody has the time for that. The theme for August was chosen by my Instagram followers. I did a poll there and asked to choose between a cacti succulent theme or seashells, and seashells won by 4%. I have never drawn any seashells, so it was a challenge for me to figure out how to draw them, which I liked. It got me out of my comfort zone and made me experiment with drawing other things, because your girl does not have an artistic bone in her body, but she tries. The inspiration I got for seashells came from some wonderful people I follow on Instagram, and I'll link them all in the description box, so do check them out because they are awesome. For my monthly overview, I decided to go with the box format. In the past, I did the box format already, but with smaller boxes. This time I went for more bigger boxes, and the size of each box or square is 7 spaces tall and 6 spaces wide. I also decided to add a YouTube and Instagram tracker. This way I can see the beginning and the ending amount and see if a growth has happened. It does bother me that the lines are wonky, but you know what? A bullet journal isn't supposed to be perfect, so I can live with it. To finish the spread, I added some big seashell doodles, and I really liked how it turned out. The next spread is a favorite, which is the habit tracker. In the past, I have been so bad with filling this in, but lately it's getting better and I'm actually sticking to it. So last month I went with individual calendars, and this month I did the same, but then in a vertical layout, which was inspired by kirbycat.bujo. All inspirations will be linked below. I only went with 5 habits, so I don't get overwhelmed by like 20 habits at the same time. And the habits that I'm currently tracking are workouts, 10-minute clean, no junk food, no spend, and boyfriend time. Next to my habit tracker, I have my mood tracker, which is an important spread for me. As I do suffer from depression, I need to track my moods and see if there's a pattern or on what days I am not feeling the best. I struggle with a mood tracker so much for August. At first, I wanted a big seashell, but that just did not work. Then I gave up and said, you know what, no mood tracker this month. But then I came across a post from PLS Lars, which had a simple mood tracker, and I thought this could work. So the way it works, is you have your days, and then at the end you give your day a number from 1 to 10. So an awesome day would get a 10 from me, and an okayish day would get maybe a 5. So I'm curious to see how this will be. The next 2 spreads I kept the same as in the month of July, and that is my sleep tracker, my water and steps tracker. The only change I did was to my sleep tracker. In July I had the whole page filled with the hours, whereas here I only have the time at the top and will go for a more line graph look than an actual color bars. Still thinking which way to go. So for my water and steps tracker, I kept it simple but functional. I don't drink enough water or walk enough, and this spread makes sure that I do, because I don't want an empty spread. So for water, I am tracking till 4 liters. My aim is to get 3 liters in every day. And for steps, I did it by 3, so starting at 1,000, then 3,000, then 6,000 and up. 10,000 steps is my aim, but more is always awesome. The bars on the sides are for me to fill in the actual amount I achieved that day. Now we have my social media planning. I used to do a simple calendar, and underneath I would schedule the posts, but I was inspired by Jessica Corinne, hope I'm saying it right. She had a full 2-page spread for social media that looked awesome. I kept it to 1 page and added more boxes. I have 4 boxes with the abbreviation PAPP. The first box is for photo, so if the photo has been taken. The second box is for editing. The third box is for planned on Instagram, and the last box is for posted. I think this will definitely help with making sure I post consistently and don't have to rush every day to take photos or edit. On top of the Instagram planning, I have my planning for my YouTube, which currently is only once a week on Mondays. And yes, this video is not posted on Monday. I had some trouble with editing. fill the next page, I doodled some seashells and a quote that I found on Google. Technically, an expense tracker was supposed to be on this page, but I had forgotten about it and wanted to fill the space, which is already sketched out. I have the expense tracker on the next page. Problem fixed. Now we have the first weekly of August. I like to keep all my days that belong to a month together, so I split up this week, and the first 2 days are in my July month. So for this one-page weekly, I went with 4 boxes and split the last box into 2 for Saturday and Sunday. Each box is 16 spaces tall and 11 spaces wide. I kept it pretty simple and minimal. Now we finally have the expense tracker. So I am bad at spending and keeping track of it. I have used this expense tracker many times, but always fail midway to fill it in. So this month my challenge is to fill this up every time I spend money and to not let the tracker fail. All my expense trackers have been the same layout, but this month I added a need and want column inspired by DME Bujo so that I can see when I spend money on things I actually needed or on things I wanted. And now we have made it to the most fun part of the video. Well, making the spreads was fun too, but now it's time for the flip through of my masterpiece. I mean, I tried. First time drawing seashells here. So enjoy it, and what's your theme for August if you have one? Let me know in the comment section below, and if you have suggestions for the upcoming months, I would love to hear them. Don't forget to give it a thumbs up and subscribe if you're not subscribed yet. I post every Monday, except for this one video. Sorry. Thanks for watching and see you next time. Bye!